Good morning. Or it's afternoon. Good morning. So we continue with business AS level, market research. And when we talk about market research, we're simply talking about gathering information. Research is about getting information, analyzing information, interpreting information. So in as much as we want to go out there, it means there's need to get some facts that we don't have available.
Demand.
And to get that done, we need the research. You say what?
Demand, right?
Demand?
Yes, market demand.
Yeah, it could be market demand. Yeah, what the market really needs. And when you talk about market demand, we're simply talking about consumers here. So whatever research we do, it's simply about those who want to buy our product or that we need to render services to. So that is what market research is, gathering information about specific needs of customers. Do we understand what market research is now? So I wrote, market research implies to gathering information about the consumption of goods and services. So not only products that we sell, we also sell services. And when we talk about services, we're talking about intangible goods. Are you guys here?
Yes.
We're talking about intangible goods, goods that we cannot see, like services. Stop right when I'm talking. Like services, like teaching is a service. So whatever we need to do, whenever we need to get information about what we sell, feedback, we need insight. That means we need to go through market research. That is market research. So what are the purpose of going through market research? Number one, to identify and anticipate customer needs. Customers are dynamic. We don't really know what they want. We can't sit down here and decide or predict what they're gonna likely like or what they're gonna really buy. We need to be out there on the field, or we need to find a way of getting information about what they really want. So as soon as you are able to understand what they want, that means we are able to identify it. With market research, it allows you to know what customers really want to get. Aside that, it allows you to predict what their likely needs will be in the future. Because as soon as you relate with people, you start knowing them well. Start knowing what they could do after now. With market research, you relate, you gather information about now, which you can use in the future. That is identifying and anticipating. Do we understand identifying and anticipating here? It means you get the information you need about now, and based on the fact that you have met these people, these respondents, you can easily predict what they would need in the future. Do we understand identifying and anticipating? The second one, quantify likely demand. You can't sit down as a business and decide to produce 1,000 units of products or 1,000 units of markers when you don't know how many they really want to buy. The market research will not give you the right figure. It won't give you the exact figure, but it allows you to gain insight about what figures would really need, customers would really need. You're going to meet a certain group of customers. You get a yes or no from them. For example, through questionnaire. You get a yes or no from you have 500 respondents. So 300 says yes. 200 or maybe 100 says maybe. And maybe the last 100 says no. So if you are going to produce a product, you could produce around 250. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So it allows you to have at least a figure that will not be too much or too little. That is the point. Striking a balance. Without you gathering information, you won't be able to strike a balance in between. With market research, you could say, okay, yeah, as soon as I'm able to get I'm going to find 500 respondents. In as much as 2/3 are saying yes, I will be able to produce the product. That's your figure. So when you're able to get 2/3 of 500, then you produce a product. Not like producing products for 500 people because you're going to meet 500 people. What about if some doesn't buy, some do not buy? So with market research, it allows you to have a balance in between what you have to produce as a business. Do we understand the second point there? That is quantifying. And the last one, gain an insight into consumer behavior. Consumers are unpredictable. Some are influenced because of friends. So that means I am going to buy because my friend is buying. I'm not going to buy because my friend is not buying. So it's difficult for businesses to really predict the acts of customers. So it means we need to get closer to them, to know who they are, what they want, and how we are able to deal with them. So market research allows you to gain insight on attitudes of consumers. As soon as you know their attitude, you know the way they behave, then you'll be able to strategize to win their souls or to convince them to buy. Do you understand market research?
Yes.
Any question about market research? So market research is simply gathering information. And as soon as you have this information, you don't just throw them away. You use it to identify what their needs are, predict what they could want in the future, gain insight about what consumers will need, and allows you to. And lastly, you're able to produce figures, not just producing and wasting things. You're able to produce at least predictable, you're able to strike a balance in the quantities of goods you are producing. And if it's a service, you'll be able to know the numbers of employees you need that will be able to attend to those customers. Any questions about market research? Now we have different types of market research. We have the primary market research and secondary market research, which I'm going to explain after now. Okay? Do you have any question up to now?